Well, the Tennessee Registers Association, of which I'm very active in.
I said registrar, I'm sorry.
That's
Register.
okay. I'm a TER.
Yes, right.
We are actually a tax collector for the state. Most of the money that we handle in the registrar's office goes directly to the state. And that's kind of a thorn in the side of many registers across the state. The transfer tax and mortgage tax, all of that goes to the state of Tennessee. And that is a rather sizable sum of money, Bill. The tax on a land deed is $3.70 a thousand. So, and on a mortgage, it's 11.5 cents per $100, with the first $2,000 exempt. And it's not at all unusual for us to send the state of Tennessee $70,000 or $80,000 a year, or a month, excuse me. And we, as the Registers Association, have been trying for a number of years to get a portion of that money to stay in Henry County instead of it all going. All we get for collecting tax is $1. I don't care if we collect $1 million tax or $100 tax. All the registrar's office is allowed to keep is a $1 clerk's fee, as they call it. I would like to see some of that state money stay in the county. That's something that, as I say, being a member of the Tennessee Registers Association and being involved in the legislative process, I would like very much to see that changed, because the people in Henry County are the ones who pay that money to have their deeds recorded and their mortgages or other documents.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, what about you? Do you see any changes down the road, or changes that you would like to see down the road in what the Registrar's Office does?
I agree with Alice that that would be a great improvement for Henry County if there was a little bit more help in changing that. With today's technology, I have been in that office numerous times over the past 26 years, and it's gone from microfilming your land records to computerized land records now. You have the capabilities of looking at land records on email through your internet service, and I'm assuming that, you know, technology grows every day faster and faster that we can hardly keep up. But I think there will be newer and better ways to preserve those land records, I'm assuming, in the future. And of course, we have to, you have to keep up. You can't lag behind when it comes to technology, and I think that's one of the main things that you have to keep up with. Over the years that I've been in and out of that office and have prepared legal documentation, of course, your state requirements for recording purposes have changed over the years a little bit, and that's another thing that will change, I'm sure, in the future, what the requirements are. And I think there again, you just have one of those things you've got to learn to keep up with. Thank you.
All right. Final question before closing statements. Anything we didn't cover that we should have? Start with Pam.
Well, not really. I think between this forum and the forum that we had a couple of weeks ago, I think the citizens of Henry County have done a very good job, and the government class at the high school has done a very good job in thinking of some good questions for us candidates. I wish when I was in high school I would have had that opportunity to do so. But I think the citizens have really covered it very well.
Okay, Alice, anything you see with any holes? About?
Not really. I would like to address one thing that Pam mentioned in the history class forum. She mentioned we have back scanned all the records from beginning to 1965. That is, we put them on computer. Our actual computer system started in July 1 of '99, but we went back and back scanned the deeds of trust, liens, direct indexes for documents beginning in the year 1965, which covers most title companies, and I believe Pam would agree with me, don't go back much over 30 to 40 years. So that allows a person who doesn't want to come to the office, they can go online and actually do a title search. Now, she mentioned scanning of the plat maps, and I wanted to address that for a moment. We did get a price on the scanning of the plat maps, and at the time did not see that it was feasible to do that. It would cost over $10,000 to do it, and other registers across the state who have tried this have run into problems because when you scan it, you have to shrink the size of a plat. And when you are actually, if you were to get into a squabble with your neighbor over how many feet his lot is, or if he's on you or you're on him, you've got to know the exact footage. And reducing those plats is something that would compromise that position. Now, as Pam said, I'm sure in years to come there will be technology that perhaps will allow that to happen. However, you know, in these economic times, and land sales and land transfers have been, as you all know, the housing market has been very hard hit. I have seen more foreclosures in the last 2 years than I've seen in all my years in office. And sometimes you just have to work with what you have.
Where'd that come from? Sorry. Sorry. Go ahead. Wind it up. There you go.
Okay.
Are we all right? Yeah.
We're all right. Anyway, as technology does develop, that might be something that we might be interested in, but at this time I do not see it as anything that is particularly important.